Russia and Azerbaijan are going to war after this. There is no doubt about it. Why is Russia going to war with its ally Azerbaijan? Is there any chance of stopping this war between two Muslim countries? And will Armenia be able to defend itself against the powerful Azerbaijan army? Well, there are many questions without answers. Both sides have accused each other of provoking the violence. The situation has been further complicated by the presence of Russian peacekeepers in the region, which has led to calls for the United Nations Security Council to take action. Despite being close allies, Turkey's support for Azerbaijan in the conflict has caused tensions with NATO member Armenia, which has received military and humanitarian aid from Russia, a key strategic partner of Turkey. This unexpected turn of events raises questions about the future of the relationship between Turkey and Russia. One of them claims that the whole thing was staged to divert the world's attention away from the Ukrainian front, where Ukraine's counteroffensive has been gaining momentum. Some believe that Putin orchestrated this plan to reduce the global focus on Ukraine and shift it to the South Caucasus region instead. They are merely theoretical possibilities that may or may not be true. It is important to consider alternative perspectives and not jump to conclusions. Without concrete proof, we should approach these topics with a healthy dose of skepticism and avoid spreading misinformation. Instead, we should continue to monitor the situation closely and stay updated on any new developments. We appreciate your thoughts and insights. Anyway, guys, if you want to watch more such interesting videos, then click on that like button right now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. It is also worth noting that conflicts often have complex causes, and attributing them to a single factor, such as a deliberate attempt to divert attention or test new weapons, can be an oversimplification. Conflicts are influenced by a multitude of factors, including historical grievances, territorial disputes, ethnic tensions, and geopolitical interests. Understanding the root causes of the conflict is crucial for finding sustainable solutions and preventing future conflicts. If you think about it, it makes sense. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. With the economy struggling under heavy sanctions, the ruble in free fall, and the stock market in sharp decline, Russians have become increasingly disillusioned with the war. Unlike Azerbaijan, Armenia has the backing of Russia, one of the most powerful nations globally. If Azerbaijan dares to encroach upon Armenian territory, they will be met with fierce resistance from Russian forces. Armenia's strategic partnership with Russia includes hosting a Russian military base on its soil. This base serves as a constant reminder of Russia's commitment to the defense of Armenia. It is unlikely that Azerbaijan would risk provoking Russia by targeting Armenia. So rest assured, Armenia is in capable hands, and any aggression against it will be swiftly neutralized. The Kremlin is desperate to turn the tide in Putin's favor ahead of the presidential elections in March next year. A victory in Nagorno-Karabakh would serve as a much-needed distraction from Ukraine and boost Putin's flagging popularity. By showcasing Russian military strength in a smaller conflict, Putin can paint himself as a strong leader capable of achieving decisive victories on the battlefield. This perceived success can rally public opinion around him and help to consolidate his power base ahead of the elections. Just as Ukraine was making significant progress in its counteroffensive, pushing deep into Russian-occupied territories, suddenly, this conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh erupted, diverting the world's attention away from Ukraine. Moreover, the speed with which the fighting escalated is unprecedented. Within just 2 days, the situation went from relative calm to full-scale war. It's almost as if someone wanted to quickly grab the world's attention before it was too late. Traditionally, Turkey has been seen as a bridge between Russia and the West. You see, Russia recently developed hypersonic missiles with a claimed range of 1,000 kilometers. These missiles can reach targets in Ukraine, but they can also be used to target Armenia. Now Putin has a perfect opportunity to test these missiles in combat, causing maximum damage without risking escalation with the West. By doing so, he can gather valuable intelligence on the weapon's effectiveness in real-world scenarios and identify any potential flaws or areas for improvement. This data can then be used to refine and enhance the weapon's design, ensuring that they meet Russia's strategic objectives. Additionally, testing new weapons on the battlefield allows military personnel to assess their usability, reliability, and overall performance. This hands-on experience is crucial for developing effective military strategies and tactics that can be employed in actual combat situations. By testing new weapons against an opponent, military personnel can gain a deeper understanding of their capabilities and limitations, which can inform future decision-making processes. However, its unreserved support for Azerbaijan in the conflict may have implications for its ties with Russia. It will be interesting to see how this situation evolves, and whether it will have any long-term effects on the relationship between Turkey and Russia. Amidst these tensions, the United States has called for restraint and dialogue between the two countries. While the immediate future remains uncertain, it is important to consider the potential consequences of this conflict. A full-blown war between Armenia and Azerbaijan could result in a humanitarian catastrophe with significant loss of life and displacement of civilians. Additionally, the involvement of external powers such as Russia and Turkey could escalate the conflict and draw the region into a wider geopolitical struggle. It is crucial for all parties involved to seek peaceful resolutions and engage in constructive dialogue to prevent further violence and instability in the region. The international community also has a responsibility to support diplomatic efforts and ensure that any response to the conflict is proportionate and in line with international law. Failure to address the underlying issues and find a lasting solution to the conflict could have devastating consequences for the people of Armenia and Azerbaijan and the broader regional security. Therefore, it is essential that all parties exercise restraint, prioritize de-escalation, and work towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict. As the international community calls for calm, the situation remains volatile. It's me. Welcome back to the channel. Today's question is, will Armenia be able to defend itself against Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan, who was once considered a staunch ally of Turkey, now finds itself diplomatically isolated, relying solely on the support of its iron brother Pakistan. Even the traditional allies of Azerbaijan like the UAE, Qatar, and Kuwait have taken a neutral stance, condemning the violence but refraining from explicitly supporting Azerbaijan. On the other hand, Armenia has managed to secure diplomatic support from the United States and France, who have condemned Azerbaijan's actions and called for restraint. France has even gone so far as to abstain from voting on a UN resolution that would have condemned Armenia for allegedly attacking Azerbaijan. This diplomatic isolation of Azerbaijan has never been witnessed before. On September 27, 2020, the Republic of Artsakh or Nagorno-Karabakh declared its independence from both Armenia and Azerbaijan, sparking outrage from the latter. In response, Azerbaijan launched a full-scale military offensive to regain control over the breakaway region. After 6 weeks of fighting, Armenian forces were pushed back into the internationally recognized borders of Armenia, and the conflict ended with the Russian-brokered ceasefire agreement on November 9, 2020. The conflict resulted in at least 6,000 deaths and forced some 100,000 ethnic Armenians to flee their homes. The war also had a significant impact on regional geopolitics, raising tensions between Armenia and Turkey, as well as between Russia and Turkey. Now, the recent border clashes between Armenia and Azerbaijan have reignited the frozen conflict over the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. With this, we are witnessing an unprecedented turn of events. And here's what we mean by that. The current conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan has put a strain on their relationship with Turkey. The recent clashes between Armenia and Azerbaijan have brought the two countries to the brink of a large-scale conflict, raising concerns about the stability of the region. A lot of theories have been doing rounds regarding the commencement of the war. Another theory suggests that this war is a way for Putin to test out new weapons on the battlefield. Nevertheless, let's not forget that both of these theories are speculative and lack concrete evidence. Putin's popularity in Russia has taken a nosedive since the invasion of Ukraine. So will Armenia be able to defend itself against Azerbaijan? The answer is an absolute yes. What are your thoughts on this? Will Armenia be able to defend itself against Azerbaijan? Let us know in the comments section below.